A win against Hoffenheim today would put us into second place in the Bundesliga, but we also know our form can be a little bit dodgy at Hertha Berlin. Hello and welcome back to our FM22 Journeyman, where we're attempting to go from non-league football to winning the Champions League. Since yesterday's episode, we have just played the one remaining match against Karlsruhe with Hertha Berlin. We did win that one 4-0, so it was a nice easy game for us, and Lorenzo Luca came into the side and got a hat-trick. Today we are going to be playing Hoffenheim in the first game, and winning that one would see us go all the way up into second place, equal points with Bayern Munich, but behind on goal difference. But equally, as we can see, Hoffenheim are right behind us with an equally good record up until now. We are ahead on goal difference, so we're definitely scoring a lot more goals than them. It's just whether we can outscore them today. We've then got the second round of the DFB Pokal and the second match of today's episode against Mönchengladbach. Another tie we do need to be doing well in, because we've got promises to fulfill to both players and the board. This is the team we're going to be using for that first match against Hoffenheim. So we've got Mendy in goal, Small, Delport, Mancini and Valdez as our back four, although I am meant to have Funk there, so we're going to bring Funk in now. Freeman, Neuhaus and Traore in midfield, Penner on the left with Techahoa over on the right and Luca up front. Some slight changes compared to what we normally use as our first team 11, but we're trying to base this on form. So Penner, for example, coming in for Kavarat, because although Kavarat's definitely got the better star power in terms of attributes and current ability, he just isn't performing the way I want him to. If you are new to the channel, of course, and you do want to watch along with this series, please do hit the subscribe button and join the channel, and the like button if you do enjoy today's content. It really helps get this video out to some people who might not have seen it yet, and it'll be very much appreciated. We do start the game off with the first highlight here. It's a very good first highlight. It's a cross into the box for Lorenzo Luca, rising above everyone to nod that one home. I'm glad I looked down at the screen, because I was looking at the camera, not taking too much notice of what was going on, as I told you guys to subscribe, like and all that wonderful stuff, and I almost missed our first goal. It's a really, really nice cross there from Traore. I would have guessed, if anyone, it would have been Funk, but Traore is the man that hit that one. And we are on the attack again here through Neuhaus this time. Delport running in at the far post to tap that one behind, but actually is managing just to hit the post on this occasion. And looking at the match stats here, we are battering Hoffenheim at the start of this match. Literally with no reply whatsoever. 8 shots for us so far, none at all for Hoffenheim. This is exactly what we do want to be doing. It is going to push us up into second, as we mentioned. A corner here for Hoffenheim now, goes sailing over the bar. I'm absolutely fine with that. We don't really want them scoring a goal. They have got a free kick here, once again going sailing over the bar, but they are starting to come back into it. We probably do need to be just a little bit aware of their attacking threat here. Although, as I say that, their player gets a second yellow card in this match on the stroke of half time, and they are down to 10 men. That is probably going to more or less clinch it for us, you'd imagine. They're going to set up shop now, and we should be able to control the tie now they're down to 10 men. I am seeing as well, Freeman's injured. I didn't see that happen. We'll bring on Diallo for Freeman. I'm not sure how injured he is, but it just makes sense at this point to bring him on and preserve him when they are down to 10 men and we are one ahead, rather than leaving him on and maybe breaking his leg. Diallo's come straight on and got a yellow card, which is not ideal, but hey ho. Techahoa now just sailing down that right hand side, back to Funk to Diallo. Diallo over to Neuhaus. It's some beautiful build-up play here. Small now bringing the ball forward and cutting it back to Neuhaus. Someone eventually will get the cross, I'm sure. Diallo is chasing him down. You're on a yellow card, lad. Don't do anything stupid. He hasn't. Delport cutting out that forward pass here for Hoffenheim. And now Funk in bags of space on the right-hand side, able to bring the ball forward to Techahoa into the box. It's been crossed. Penner has been brought down in the box, and it looks like that's going to be a penalty for us. We did have a penalty in the last match. Pretty much identical scenario, actually. with Penna going down and Lorenzo Luca taking the penalty. He clattered it against the crossbar, so let's see if he can score this one. This one he has managed to convert, and that is going to put us 2-0 up against Hoffenheim. We'll just tell Diallo to ease off those tackles while Lorenzo Luca is celebrating. Beautiful conversion that time. Very, very calm. It's exactly what we need. Our second goal in the tie. And you'd hope this would more or less wrap this match up now. It will put us up into second place. Couple of points above both Borussia Dortmund and Bayer Leverkusen. With only Bayern Munich above us. Bayern Munich obviously going to be our main rivals. They always are in the Bundesliga. There's not a lot we can do about that. It's more we need to go and get a result against them. Annoyingly, I still think we could have got a result against them in the opening match of the season. Tetra has now scored as well. I think we could have got a good result against them if Traore hadn't got himself sent off. Annoyingly, he did get himself sent off. We lost 2-1 and now we're drawing on points with them at the top of the league rather than potentially being ahead and clear at the top. But no point dwelling on that one. Nothing we can do about it now. Valdez has just come on for Delport as well, if you didn't happen to see me press that one. And I think now we can make our third and final substitution. Let's bring on Dino Creage here for Mancini, just to give him a little bit of game time. When we're 3-0 up and Hoffenheim are down to 10 men, I don't see them going to give us too much trouble now for the rest of the match. So we may as well just give him a little bit of time on the field, and it kind of rests our defenders as well going into that game against Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach, where are they actually in the league this season? Obviously, the next match, not a league game, but I am interested to see where they are as well. They are down in 6th, so they're not miles behind us, but they're not performing quite to the level we are. Freeman out for 3 to 4 days. That's okay. That's not as bad as it could have been. Lucas managed to grab himself another couple of goals, so he is looking at the moment like the player that's going to be the regular starter rather than Maxi Gomez, because Maxi Gomez isn't scoring quite as consistently. He's scoring more, but he scores them in bursts rather than actually consistently across matches, which is obviously what we do want. And Mickey Van Saz now also out. We seem to get a lot of injuries in training. I don't know if that's something I'm doing or if it's just bad luck. It does just seem to be bad luck at the moment rather than anything I'm actually doing. Either way, let's get over to the match now against Mönchengladbach, which is tomorrow. I'll see you over there in a second. A few changes to the side then for that match against Mönchengladbach. We've got Mendy remaining in goal. Our back four is now Cucurella, Delport, Mancini and Funk. So Cucurella coming in for the tired Thierry Small. Diallo, Neuhaus and Ray Bigger start in midfield. Penna over on the left, Akomak over on the right, and Luca remains up front for this one. Akomak isn't quite fit enough to see out this tie, but Tetra was also tired from the last one, so we're going to have to go with it. This is the only place our squad depth lets us down just a tiny bit. Don't really have the money or, you know, the pulling power, to be honest, to stretch to a third player for each position as well. We've got 2 good players for every position now. We're not going to be able to stretch it any further. I think if we do get into Europe next season, which is an absolute must, then we might just have to start bringing in some younger players who can fill in those gaps, or even some top tier players over the top of the ones we've got already. But just a little bit more to help us out when we've got those midweek games, as well as our then weekend games. Way bigger there with a half volley. A shot either way that is saved by the Mönchengladbach goalkeeper, who's going to launch this one long. It is nodded back by Delport all the way to Mendy, who's going to roll it out now and attempt to launch the counter-attack. Mancini brings that one over to Ray Bigger. Neuhaus now launching it forward, but the counter-attack is going to be cut out by Mönchengladbach. And apparently we are playing sort of football tennis here now, just serving it from one goalkeeper to the other, with neither team managing to get an actual proper shot on through. And Luca now spoons it into the crowd. After all of that, there was still no end product from either team. We have now got a corner. Neuhaus into Luca at that near post. I think that one's actually hit the post and then been sorted out by the Mönchengladbach defence. But again, unlucky there from Lorenzo. Luca almost adding to his tally for the episode. And we are starting off here another highlight with Mönchengladbach's goalkeeper taking his goal kick. It's been put forward very, very long for Mönchengladbach to actually get a shot on Daka. I remember last season was very, very dangerous in the league. I think he was one of the top scorers in the league towards the end of the season when I had a look. So we are lucky there that he's managed to fluff his lines a little bit and not get that shot on target. Mönchengladbach once again with the ball here, trying to launch an attack. But Diallo is going to cut that one out, nodding it down to Penna, who's going to surge forward now, cross into Ray Bigger, forward to Lorenzo Luca. But it's a bit of a stray ball, as it turns out. Lorenzo Luca not going to be able to get there. And it's just gathered up by the Mönchengladbach goalkeeper for him to try and launch a counter-attack. They did momentarily lose possession, but now are through on goal. And Daka, that I mentioned, was very, very dangerous last season, has just put one past Mendy. 14th goal of the season for him, apparently. Jesus, maybe we need to be having a look at this guy, because he seems to score goals for fun. That was a little bit unfortunate, obviously, that we've lost possession there and allowed this attack to go on. But I mean, Jesus Christ, that is a lot of goals that he's scoring. We will encourage the team. I don't think we're out of this one yet by any stretch of the imagination. Still a lot of football to play. And we've been pretty good so far. Just very unlucky there. Another shot from range there for Mönchengladbach. I say we've been unlucky. What we do need to do now is not collapse and just keep pressing Mönchengladbach until we get our breakthrough. I do think it is coming. Cucurella with a cross into the box to Luca. I said it was coming. It has come. Beautiful, beautiful goal there from Luca. He loves a cross into the box, especially a floated one like that, where he can just position himself nicely. Cucurella to Penna, just passing it back to Cucurella to bring forward to the byline and cross into the box, giving Luca plenty of time to position himself, to get himself underneath that ball and just nod it home. And we are back on equal pegging before the half-time mark. We've had a lot of shots on target, but just let the team know we're pretty pleased with that one and go out and pretty much do more of the same in the second half. If we can get the next goal, I think we'll be absolutely fine in this tie and be through to the next round, obviously, of the DFB Pokal. It'd be lovely to win I mean, ignoring what I was about to say about it'd be lovely to win a cup. Daka's dangerous, man. We're going to have to go look at this player. In fact, like, we're going to see this highlight. Because look at this again. Just a big ball forward for him. He's run onto it and just at first time that Mendy's not a bad goalkeeper by any means. He's been keeping clean sheets left, right and centre. But this Daka guy, I'm assuming I'm going to be like saying this Daka guy, and in theory everyone's going to be screaming at me in the comments going, what are you talking about? What do you mean this Daka guy? This guy's like well known as a wonder kid. I mean, he's 30 in this. There's no reason for him to be this good. He is wanted by Arsenal and Juventus, but look at this. Do we have a report on him already? We do have a report on him, leading this Bundesliga. I mean, if they want to give him to me for 39 million, I'm going to bite your hand off. Let's fully scout this player, Patson Daka. Looking down at the field, though, Penna is looking quite tired, so we probably need to take Penna off. We'll bring on Kavarat on that side. Neuhaus is looking pretty tired as well, so Egerstein can come on. And Lorenzo Luca, although he's having a really good game, is also looking pretty tired, so Maxi Gomez can come on. I know we are making 3 substitutions there inside 60 minutes, but we are behind in this tie, and if we've got tired players already, I want to give us the best possible chance of actually going and winning this tie. And that does mean having players on the field that can actually perform and aren't knackered. Early substitutions it is. We have got a corner here. It's been cleared pretty easily by Mönchengladbach there. That was a bit of a poor corner. I feel like we could have been doing a bit better with that one, really. We have managed to regain possession here, though. Maxi Gomez playing this one forward to Ray Bigger. Ray Bigger trying to bring the ball forward to Diallo. It's been played in front of Egerstein. Egerstein just... That wasn't a good enough shot. That should have been better end product there after all of that funk managing to dispossess Mönchengladbach for a little bit. Daka's through on goal again. Oh my God, who is this guy? It's a hat-trick from Daka. There's not really a lot we could have done about this. He's been outstanding today, and we're just going to have to live with it. Annoyingly, I've promised a couple of players, like I said, that we're at least challenged for a domestic cup this season. And obviously now, unless we come back very, very quickly here, we aren't going to be challenging for a domestic cup, because we're going to go out in the second round, because we've just come up against a Mönchengladbach side with Daka in their attack, and he's absolutely tore us apart today. Globally, we've actually been the better team. If we're having a look at the match stats, we've been by far the better team. But we don't have Patson Daka as our striker. We have Maxi Gomez, who's just missed an absolute sitter there. And as such, we're going to be losing this one today. Daka's finally come off, though. Thank God for that. So you might stop scoring now. But Mönchengladbach have just put a fourth past us. Oh, my goodness. I mean, what are we meant to do here? We have just absolutely fallen apart. Mendy's just had an absolute shocker of a game as well. He's on a 6.1. I really wasn't expecting this. You know, we just had a good match against Hoffenheim. We've been pretty decent in the league. We come and face Mönchengladbach, and we just got absolutely just ripped apart, really. I mean, Patson Daka really hasn't helped, because he's obviously scored 3 of them. It's 4-1, guys. And look at the match stats as well. I mean, we've had 20 shots. How are we not scoring more than 1 goal with 20 shots? I mean, the players we've got as our front 3 or 4, well, 3 now. Obviously, Gomez is there now, but Lorenzo Luca is there, Tetra Hoa. You know, we've got some really good players as our front 3. How are we not scoring more goals? This is what I'm finding a little bit frustrating with this side at the moment, is we should be scoring and converting more in these goals. I mean, we've just got to tell the team that isn't good enough by any stretch of imagination. The board are not going to be happy with that, because obviously I think they wanted us to reach the semi-final. They want us to reach the semi-final. We've gone out in the second round. Maxi Gomez is unhappy. I mean, I'm sorry, I can only apologise for that. Yeah, Maxi Gomez is not going to be happy with that. What do we do here? Do we sell him? I really don't want to be selling Maxi Gomez, because he is really good. Beakley has a high level of respect for you, close relationship. Let's just tell him he's not going anywhere. Oh no. Oh no. Are they unhappy with how we've treated Maxi Gomez as well? Oh, this has all gone wrong. Clearly, I disagree. He's been treated perfectly well considering the circumstances. I made a decision I thought was better for the team. Okay, they're all satisfied with that. Fine, you're in charge, and we'll all do well to remember that. Cool. Right, so we've only annoyed Maxi Gomez with that loss, and not everyone else. We might need a new striker in January to replace Maxi Gomez by the looks of it, because he is an unhappy boy, which is only moderately concerning. Hopefully, we can either improve Maxi Gomez's mood, or we have already scouting a couple of strikers. So we might need to bring one of them in. It might be time for that wonder kid from PSG to be coming over to Germany, I think. If you have enjoyed today's episode, of course, please do drop a like down below. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm and getting this video out to some people who might not have seen it yet. And if you are new to the channel, or maybe you just haven't got around to it yet, please do hit the subscribe button as well and join the channel. Till next time though, guys, thank you very much for watching. Check out the content on the end screen after this, and I will see you on tomorrow's episode, where we'll be facing Borussia Dortmund and Bayer Leverkusen. Bye bye.